Jack, we're bringing it further south for us. Thanks, John. And thank you, everybody, and good morning. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the conference and talk a little bit about our organization, the Geothermal Exchange Organization. And this year, or through March, I will be the chairman of the board. And a lot of things going on with Geo. Recently, well, first off, let me remind you that working today, we have a 30% residential tax credit and a 10% commercial tax credit. So everybody aware of that? So anyway, that's one thing that we're really focused on right now. And so with the recession, when the tax credits came in I believe 2008 and upgraded, we went into the recession. And so with that recession, I think everybody agrees that the tax credits were really a good savior for us. As we saw construction new construction drop off, both residential and commercial, we saw a really uptick in the retrofit market. So I think most would agree, and you contractors would know, and definitely you loop installers know when you pull up with your installing equipment, that you're an existing home or a new home. And with that said, we kind of saw what we'd say a 25% retrofit market to 75% new construction almost flop in a couple years. It didn't take long. And so personally, I lay a lot of that on the tax credit, that it had people thinking about geothermal, and energy costs were higher than they are today, but it was a great lead-in for people to install a geothermal system. So now as we head into 2016, that tax credit is looking to expire, okay? And so what we want to do is work to extend that. So coming back around to what I said, that the recession, it was a great tool for us to use during the recession. New construction is on its way up, but it's not where we saw it in the early 2000s. And we're looking for an extension of the tax credit to move us forward in at least another 4 years, if possible. So with that said, we've been lobbying. We've been working very hard in D.C. and in the states and everywhere else to get that tax credit extended. Recently, we had a fly-in. We had 18 visits last Wednesday on the Hill. The House, Senate, Ways and Means Committee, and it was a good group of visits. We're getting good reception, almost always. Not always, but almost always. And the receptions we're getting from the senators and the representatives are that they are in favor of it, but it is it's getting it into the bills, it's getting it passed, it's getting it entered without all the other friction and all the static going on around with other legislation. So we're asking for we're asking, as John said, we're asking for your help. We need all hands on deck, and we need strong unity. We need members. When we walk into those into those representatives or those committees or the senators, we need a list long of members in their districts or in their states, as long as Jack's ribbon. I mean, we need long lists of members, and so we're gonna be working hard with IGSHPA, with NGWA. And we're going to tie this together and bring this around to where we show the power that we have. If you look at the solar industry, for one, or the propane industry, you will find you will find advertisements, you will find promotions, you will find that they have a strong lobby, they have a strong voice, and we need our voice to be louder. And you are our voice, okay? It can't be Geo, it can't be just IGSHPA, it can't be just NGWA, it has to be you. And so don't think that you'll wait for somebody to step this forward and move this forward. This has to be each and every one of us added to that list and shown as constituents who are looking to have the tax credit extended. So what we're asking is that you give that strong thought and look at remaining strong in IGSHPA, joining GEO, and remaining strong in NGWA, and we work together cohesively as a group because that's really what is needed. There are 39 House members and 23 senators that really hold the key in the certain committees. Those are the ones we need to really address and go after and plead with. So we will be working on that as well. So again, I thank you for allowing me to speak here a few minutes. And actually at this time I would like to have the GEO staff stand up. Ted, Doug, and Ryan, please stand. And thanks, guys. And please catch any of us as the conference goes on for any questions and how you can help. We need to get you on the list. Ted is going to get that list going. We're going to be strong, and we need to work together. So that's really what I bring to you today as a message is of strength and unity that we need. We need your company. We need you, your company name. We need it listed because we want to come after them with force. When I walk into or any of us walk into an office, we want to be able to say, here's all the constituents that are involved in geothermal heating and cooling systems, from installers, loop installers, engineers, architects, suppliers, manufacturers, everything, all the way through. It is a long, long list, and we need that list. So I thank you for giving me here a few minutes, and I would like to turn it over to Jack Deanna, the Planning Committee Chair. Thanks, Jack.